I'm T. Krishnaveni, Assistant Professor, IT Department of our college. Let's see about the topic, what is the use of extend keyword now. Let's see the definition first. External variables are also known as global variables, and these variables are declared outside the function, and these variables are globally accessible throughout the function execution. Also, the definition says that the extend keyword in C and C++ languages extends the visibility of the variables and functions across multiple source files. Before seeing some important points of extend keyword, let us understand the differentiation between declaration and definition. What is declaration? Declaration of a variable indicates the compiler about the name and type of the variable. For example, let us have the name as A and the type as integer. Then int A is an example for declaring a variable. And what is the definition of a variable? The definition of a variable indicates a compiler where and how much storage to create for a variable. So for example, we can assign A is equal to 100. So here only the memory will be allocated. Now let us come to the important points about extend keyword. Extend variables are declared outside the function or block of a program, and the default value is 0. While coming to the scope, that is, it can be accessible to all the functions or blocks of the program. External variables can be declared any number of times but defined only once. Extend keyword is used to extend the visibility of function or variable. Variables with the extend keyword are only declared and not defined. So when we are doing initialization of extend variables, at that time only it is considered as the definition of extend variable. Let us see the syntax. The syntax is we have to write the keyword first, extend, and then the data type, and then the variable name. For example, extend, integer, and then A. Here the note is extend variables belong to extend storage class. So it means that the variable prefixed with extend keyword is defined somewhere else and is being used in another files also. Extend declarations are not definitions and hence won't allocate storage. So how to write the definition? The next line, the last line of the slide says the declaration as well as definition of a extend variable. Here the extend variable is x. While we are declaring, we are also defining it as 100. Extend int x is equal to 100. So here we are defining. Let us see the example program to display the value of extend variable. Here we are having the extend variable x. How I am saying that x is an extend variable? Because we are writing before the main. We are using the keyword extend and then the data type int and then the variable name x. Also we are defining it with the value 50. And then inside the main we are having one local variable, that is a. Int a is equal to 10. Now we are going to write the printf statements. The value of variable a we are printing, and then the value of extend variable x we are printing. Also at the last line of the slide we are modifying the value of the extend variable. Also we are displaying it in the printf statement, the value of the modified extend variable. Let's go back to the beginning of the program. What will be the output of the program? So in the first printf, we are printing the value of variable a. So definitely we are getting a is equal to 10. And then the next printf, we are printing the value of extend variable x. So definitely we have already assigned before main extend variable x is equal to 50. So we will get the output as 50. In the last line, we are modifying it. So in the last printf, the value of modified extend variable, we will get the output as 20. So 10, 50 and 20 are the output of the program. Let's see another example program. So this particular example program is helpful when we are doing project work in C language. So at that time we need to create more .c files and we need to share a particular variable from one file to another file. So how to achieve it? So with the help of this example program, we can able to show this. We are having two .c files, program1.c and program2.c. And the aim of the program is to display the value of the variable count. And the value of the variable count, we are declaring it in the first file, and we are doing just one operation, that is incrementing the count in the second file and displaying it. Let's see how to achieve the task. So in the program 1.c, we are before the main function, we are writing int count. So it is treated in a global manner. And then we are already we have studied in the definition that we can able to write variables as well as function with the help of the stn keyword. So in the program 1.c, before the main we are having a display stn function. The return type is void and we are declaring it with the stn keyword. So before main we are having two declarations. One is integer count, another one is the function void display stn with the help of the stn keyword. And inside the main function we are assigning value to the count. Count is equal to 10. And then we are invoking it, display stn. We are calling the particular function. And then that's all over. The program is over. So what we are going to write in the display stn function is, we have a plan that we need to increment the counter and then we will display it. This is what we have a plan to write it in the display stn function, and that task we are going to do it in the second program, program2.c. So for this purpose, all should concentrate now. Hash include studio.h. After that, we need to include the second file, program2.c. So let's enter into program2.c. Here we are going to write void display stn function. There we are incrementing the counter, count plus plus. That means counter is incremented by step 1. And then we are displaying it, printf count. So before writing the void display stn function, already we have written count variable as a global one in program 1.c. But here we are again write it as an stn. With the help of the keyword stn, we are declaring it int count. And then we are writing the statements, incrementing the counter and then printing the value. So what will be the output of the program? So what will happen when we run the program? So actually we need to compile both the two programs, program 1.c and then program 2.c we need to compile, but we need to run just the first program alone, program 1.c alone, because in the second line we noted we have including program 2.c. So when we are running this program, the compiler encounter this statement display stn, then it will make a call. Okay, so it will be called and then there the count will be getting incremented and then we are printing the count value. So already the count is 10, so it is getting incremented by 1, so we will be getting the output as 11. All these things are possible by running program 1.c, because in the second line of program 1.c we have written hash include program 2.c. So this is the output, that is 11. So the last one is the key point of using stn keyword. By seeing the last example, we have understand that the stn keyword is used to indicate external linkage, that is making a variable or function visible in another file. This keyword is normally used when we are working with global variables. So inside a function, it has the effect to mark it as a global variable and rather than a local variable. That's all. Thank you.